Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariya. This channel is about spirituality. Please subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. Welcome to my Lionsgate Portal Day Energy Update, 8/8/2026. Beautiful Lionsgate portal, beautiful portal that sends the energy straight from Sirius down to planet Earth. Beautiful energies for all of us to benefit from. And I couldn't be happier, couldn't be more thrilled to talk to you about this portal day. In this video, we're going to talk about the energies of the day, what you should be aware of, how you can best take advantage of the codes, what to wear, what to eat. I'm going to give you the full download. This 8/8, for what it's worth, feels very different. It feels very unique compared to what I normally see. I am very used to the Golden Gate portal of 8/8 being, no pun intended, golden. It is not what it feels like this year. This year, it's very ruby red, hence what I'm wearing. It feels very red in the best way possible. And this day is a portal of sovereignty. It's one of the sovereignty portals. It activates your entire vertical pillar from the crown down to the root. And it aligns you to your highest guidance, which is why I really, really love this portal. Now, let's dive into the history of this time, this moment in time. Right around 8/8, we are inside of this very special cosmic alignment portal, and it connects the belt of Orion, the star Sirius, with the planet Earth. And of course, the Earth is going through the sun in Leo. So it's very lion energy. That's why it's called Lionsgate. So the energies of sovereignty are already written into the portal. Sirius is our spiritual sun. It's a very regal star. It is the star that used to be responsible for initiating the kings and the queens and the pharaohs of Earth for millennia. So it is a star that used to curate planet Earth to a great degree. And Gaia, as a spirit, as a consciousness, has always looked up to Sirius, seeking to embody its values. Planet Earth happens to hold on to a lot of etheric information from Sirius, a lot of Sirian libraries, and a great deal of them are located underneath the pyramids of Giza, hence the Sphinx protecting the lore and the knowledge of Sirius and other mysteries that are in Egypt. Right around Lionsgate, for an entire week, with a culmination right around 8/8 for the week prior, Sirius would gather information on planet Earth. And we're talking ancient history now. Way before Atlantis and Lemuria, we're talking ancient history. And so Sirius would gather information about the different elemental kingdoms of Earth, the different elements, the state of the different elements, the state of consciousness, as well as different life forms of Earth. And as a spiritual curator of the planet, Sirius would be responsible for analyzing the information coming up to Sirius from Gaia, and then responding and reciprocating with codes, ascension codes, if you will. And so it was a two-way transmission that used to happen through the pyramids of Giza when they had access to water and therefore were acting properly according to the designs of the pyramid. That is no longer the case, however. Because we share this bridge, this ancient bridge between the heart of Gaia and the heart of Sirius, the portal still opens, despite the fact that the pyramids perhaps are not working how they used to. It's still a very beautiful connection that we have with our spiritual sun, which is why right around 8/8, at the apex of this connection, of this bridge, of this point of convergence, we are still receiving the codes from Sirius. And it just happens so that this year, Sirius is choosing to transmit the codes of sovereignty. And the codes that are being transmitted are very red. And I will go as far as saying that those are the codes of the holy fire. Now, holy fire comes in very different shapes, forms, and sizes. It's not one color. It is any color of the rainbow that the sacred fire chooses to be. Now, during this portal, we are being bombarded with this very bright, very potent ruby red. And red stands for a lot of different things. But one of the things that it stands for in creation is a revolution. It's energy of that burning fire of the revolution, that burning fire of change, of progress. Yes, it is the color of blood because it is the color of life force, or one of the colors of life force. Gold or golden happens to be another color of life force. And of course, anything Sirius does is always high frequency and high vibrational. So it's beautiful high vibrational red that is streaming down straight from the heart of Sirius into our hearts and minds and bodies. It starts entering through your crown right around 7 a.m. Is when 7 a.m. the day off, like 8/8. That is when the codes start becoming really, really active and really, really potent. Now, the portal is going to be open up to a week prior, but it is really, really next level powerful on the day off. So the heavenly flame codes are getting from your crown, they descend into your heart, and then they stream down towards your root chakra, the tailbone, and that is where they settle. And it feels like an eternal flame burning, and that eternal flame goes higher and higher, or bigger, grows bigger and bigger. And then it rises up into your heart, and that is where the magic begins. And so if I were to offer a meditation, right, for you for the day off, feel the fire going down and then ascending into your heart. And in your heart, what you want to do is accept the energies of the lion, that sovereignty, that cool, calm, collected courage, that deep set knowing of who you are. That is what the lion brings. And they're showing me this throne of sovereignty, and this one is ruby red. And this invitation for you to step onto the dais where the throne is and take your rightful seat as the sovereign of your life. So essentially, they are inviting us to come into the driver's seat and start really manifesting our lives as opposed to having our lives being controlled by others, including the forces that be. So it's an invitation to step into your power. It's an invitation to remember that there is a lion living inside of you. It is an invitation to remember that your soul has a rich history and there is more to you than meets the eye. There is an invitation to remember your warrior spirit, the sacred warrior, the spirit warrior, this part of you that is full of life within you and is willing to fight for what's right and for what it is that you want. All of those beautiful energies are very prevalent on this 8/8 portal. And then, of course, the energy rises up into the crown, and then there's, from being in the space of sovereignty in your heart, right? Reminding you that heart-based decisions are really the way to go. And that the future of humanity and the future of this 5D Earth is very much dependent on our heart-based decision-making. That is what is going to help that frequency rise up through your throat, through your third eye, and up into your heart, crowning you with this beautiful flame of your personal sovereignty. And on its way, it's going to burn away anything that does not belong, anything that is not aligned with that energy of sovereignty. And what is sovereignty? Being able to make your own decisions. It's having a direction for your life, meaning dreaming big. And then understanding that the world's your oyster, understanding that you have what it takes to get there. It's not a pipe dream. It is real. It could be real for you. What else can you do the day off to take advantage of the energies? 2 colors they're showing me. Red, obviously, it's really good. But also white, because white just really helps align your auric field so that the energies of this heavenly fire can get in and out very easily. Whew. For some of you, it may feel a bit like a purge. Fair warning, right? So if you feel a bit nauseous, this is good nauseous, not bad nauseous. Drink lots of water on the day off. They're showing me lots of herbal teas, a little bit more on the calming side. So they're showing me the chamomiles of the world with honey. You can also drink mint tea. I think we've had mint tea in the previous portal, one of the previous portals, but they're showing it again. They are showing water charged in the sun. Solar codes streaming on 8/8 or before 8/8 are very powerful. So you want to charge your water in the sun. All it takes for this portal is, well, they're showing me 88 minutes. What are you going to do? Because it's a portal of 8/8, right? So put up a carafe of water, put it in the sun. I understand the water can get hot in the sun. You can put ice in it if you want. It's not going to mess with your water. So that's a little tip for you. What else is good on the day off? They are showing me actually a hand soak. I don't think I've seen a hand soak before. And this one is interesting because it has, again, we're seeing chamomile. So it looks like a chamomile tea or a chamomile infusion with ice cubes. And then you just put your hands in it. And it's going to help open up the little portals in your hands and like uncork them so that you could receive the energy from Sirius directly. Now, Sirius works very frequently with the energies of water, which is, in a way, it's surprising that this is a heavenly fire portal because you would almost expect heavenly water from Sirius. But what's beautiful is Sirius works with the surface of water, or any liquid for that matter, in order to transmit the codes. And so through the hand soak, you're going to be able to absorb the codes. You don't have to do it in the morning. You have to do it last thing before going to bed, or anytime during the day. So a hand soak feels very, very aligned. What else do I need to tell you? Physical exercise is actually really good. The day off, even cardio is really good because it really helps get the blood pumping. And they're really trying to align you with that energy and frequency of fire. So fast speeds, fast paced is really, really good. What do you eat the day off? Anything that is red is going to help. Not red meats, though. Don't go there. Anything that's approved on this channel. Red apples, red berries, like lots of fruit. Red fruit is really good for you. Watermelon, really good for staying hydrated as well on the day off. Hibiscus tea. I know we said chamomile. Hibiscus is coming really, really front and center right now. Dried fruit as well. Very like dried apricots or prunes are coming strong in the field. Nuts. For some reason, the energy of nuts really is going to help ground the fire. They're showing me almonds and hazelnuts and pine nuts. Really, really good to help anchor the energies. Now, remember, you're working with heavenly fire, so it may feel a bit overwhelming. So don't expect the day to be like energetically, emotionally, physically easy. Just don't expect that from the portal. By the way, per usual, I will be creating an entire journey on the One Mother app. And I sincerely hope that you join me for the 8/8, only because it's going to be fantastic. It's my favorite portal of the year. And C, we're working with sovereignty. So I know that journey is going to be next level. So I'm excited to record that in the coming days. What else do I need to tell you about the portal? Connect with Sirius. That's going to be very beautiful as a practice for you. The way you connect with Sirius is through the third eye. Essentially, you would close your eyes and you would imagine in front of you, almost in the sky, this beautiful white star with this beautiful, slightly golden tint to it. Sirius shines like a bright star, or shines like a bright sun. And then essentially you would create like a little bridge between your third eye and the heart of the star, or it looks like a loop, right? Essentially, you want the energy moving from your third eye into the heart of the star, and then coming back into your third eye, and like go into a loop faster and faster and faster. And from there, what's beautiful is you can start asking questions, because the guidance is going to start streaming down. There are lots of spirit guides, specifically from Sirius, that are working with humanity right now. Sirius can also be a bridge, because historically Sirius has been that bridge for lower dimensional worlds that have a hard time connecting to God or source consciousness directly. So they've always been the middleman. If you have a hard time hearing God, receiving guidance from God, or goddess for that matter, right? The mother, the divine mother, you can use Sirius as a bridge. And the way you do that is first by connecting to Sirius through a loop, and then stating your request to connect you, to dial you up to source. And then you would notice that Sirius creates this bridge between its heart and the heart of source, and it acts like a conduit that sends the codes from source straight into your consciousness specifically. It's going to start uploading things into your crown chakra as well as your heart chakra. So those are really beautiful. Those could be very transformational codes. So take the time during 8/8 portal to receive those codes. Of course, 8 is the numerology of the mother. So the energies of the mother are going to be very, very strong. She has been working extra hard in the month of June, July, and August. She's been weaving the threads of the matriarchy on Earth. And it's only going to continue. The weaving is only going to continue during the 8/8 portal. And she says that it is through sovereignty that we're going to get into oneness. It is through sovereignty that we're going to get into the empowered feminine states. And the kind of empowered feminine states that don't come at the expense of the masculine states, but come as a perfectly harmonious blueprint for all of us to be joined together. So 8/8 is a beautiful day to connect to the very heart of the Divine Mother and embody her sovereignty. Because I think sometimes when I talk about sovereignty, it feels like a very male concept. But the Divine Mother embodies sovereignty just as well as the Divine Father. She's this Empress archetype. She's this beautiful creatrix in her own right. And she is rising in our consciousness. She's coming out of the woodwork. She's coming out of the shadow into the limelight so that we all could start embodying her grace and her power and her potential for creative pursuits and creative endeavors. And which is why this is a beautiful point in time where we could build a heart-to-heart connection with the Divine Mother. And the way you would do that is by imagining her in her glory, in her gilded glory. She always comes cloaked in golden light, at least for me. And then you could picture connecting your heart and hers through a figure 8. Figure 8, the infinity symbol, almost like through a loop. One loop of the figure 8 is going to be touching your heart. The other loop of the figure 8 is going to be touching her heart, and they merge together. And you will feel a shift in your body when that happens. And allow your body to be filled up by her radiant love like a vessel. And this will have an instant etheric shift. This will make you instantly feel better. But this can have an impact that is quite holistic in nature and quite long-lasting on many areas of your life, including your wealth, including your abundance, including your desire to live a lot of life. So life force coming back into your system. There are plenty of reasons to connect to the Divine Mother. My darlings, if you have spirit guides that are lions or any kind of wild cats, or if you are a proud cat owner like myself, invite them into your meditative space. Invite the spirit guides, invite the cats embodied, because they can only amplify the Lionsgate portal. They can only make things better. And if you have connections to Sirius, invite your Sirian brothers and sisters to help and assist you on this beautiful portal. Let me know in the comments how this lands. Let me know if you have enjoyed the information, if you look forward to connecting to Sirius. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so, because I make videos about portals all the time. And so there's a lot more for us to talk about in the future. I'm sending you so much love. Enjoy 8/8 and join me on the One Mother app. Sending you so much love. Bye.